Hello moms and dads and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share a few parenting rules or parenting habits that I don't follow and don't subscribe to. This video is inspired by two big YouTubers, Sarah and Milena. I will definitely leave their videos down below for you. I found them to be very interesting to watch and they give me some food for thoughts. So I'm hoping that you will enjoy my video just as much and maybe it will make some of you reconsider your parenting habits in one way or the other. But just to be clear, I'm not trying to push my parenting style on anybody. What works for me and my family will not necessarily work for yours. And if you're new here, then welcome. My name is Karyna. I'm a full-time mom to my 21-month-old daughter Michaela, and I create videos on numerous parenthood topics, including baby food reviews, product reviews, meal ideas, activity ideas, breastfeeding, and more. So if this sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing and hit the bell icon to get notified about the fresh video every single Thursday. And now, without further ado, let's just get into today's topic. The first three things that I do differently from most of the parents are about food. I do not make her finish her food. If she's done, she's done. Experts say that making your kids clear their plates, it's a first step to obesity. And even when she was little and we were just starting solids, I would never force feed her. Even when it was tempting, even when it seems that my baby's hungry, she only ate one spoon. But I would never do that, and now as a result, we have a great appetite. She has a great appetite. I do too, by the way. So right now she is so great with food, and I'm sure that that played a big role in not ruining her appetite. And she also has healthy food eating habits, which includes not overeating. I almost never let her eat and watch TV or play with toys. Fully concentrating on your meal is also very important to be able to understand when you're actually full and not overeating. I don't cook a separate food for her. I did that since she was probably 1 year old. She has been eating what we're eating all the time. And before that even, she would eat what we eat, but in a modified version. I did that to make sure that she won't become a picky eater and I won't have to cook a separate meal for her for years and years. And her eating from our plates basically disciplines us a little and makes us improve what we eat. Next, I'm all for using the word no with your kids, but I also try to explain why not every time, and it takes practice. And now of course she does not understand everything I tell her, but in this way I'm training myself to get a habit of explaining her why and not just saying no because I just said so. Remember when you were a kid, when I was a kid, when something is not allowed, it's so interesting to find out why. So by explaining them why, we feed their curiosity. And even when she was very little, I was still trying to explain her things because, like I said, I need to train myself for the future when she will be able to understand those things. Although I noticed that sometimes instead of saying no, it works better when I say yes, but we'll do it after we eat dinner, for example, because when she asks about watching TV, sometimes she can get really upset if I say just, no, you watched too much of it today. I just switch the words around and it works better for her right now, but I make sure that she hears the word no because I think it is important. It teaches her healthy boundaries, and yes, people will tell her no in her life and it's normal and she has to get used to it. I don't do timeouts. When she's having a tantrum or meltdown, I do not leave her in the room alone. I believe that she needs to know that I'm there for her. I'm there next to her, waiting for her to be ready to talk and give me a hug, but I do not oversympathize and I do not pay much attention. I name all the body parts. I'm not making up special words for them, specifically for private parts. And there are so many reasons to do so, to name it what it is. And the very first and very important reason to teach your kid the actual names of private parts, is safety. According to statistics, kids who know the actual names of private parts of male and of female too have a lower chance of getting sexually abused. There is so much that goes into teaching your child the skills to prevent this kind of abuse, and I will probably make a whole separate video about it one day. But naming the body parts, naming it what it is, calling it what it is the very first and very important step you can take from the very beginning of your child's life. Along the same line, I'm learning right now to ask her a permission to kiss her or hug her. And sometimes she says no, and that's okay. I respect it. And I definitely never force her to hug or kiss me if she resists. This teaches her normal human boundaries, and this will help her to have courage to say no in all different kind of situations in her life. If I force hug her or force kiss her when she said no, this will actually teach her that it's normal for an adult or somebody stronger than her to do whatever they want. It's her body and she has the right to say no. It's okay if she doesn't want to kiss, or it's okay if she doesn't want to hug. It does not matter her age. The same goes for me. If I don't like the way she acts over my body, I tell her that. I don't just take it because she's a kid and she's playing. No, especially about nursing. If she's nursing on one side and then she want to play with the other side, I don't feel comfortable personally. Maybe not every time, but at the moment I always tell her, I don't do it. It hurts me, or I just don't want you to do it. And this teaches her that not that just she only has boundaries, but every human has boundaries. I don't help her do things when I know that she can do them herself. For example, when sometimes she would try to carry so many toys at a time that I want to help her, and she would be dropping them and picking them up and trying to carry them to another spot, but she stays calm and she does not ask for my help. She is just training her problem solving skill, so I do not get involved. I don't program her. For example, instead of saying, don't go on top of the table, you will fall, I say, don't go on top of the table, it's dangerous, it's too high up. Have you seen anybody sit on top of the table? Do I do that? Do your father do it? We don't do that. And I can say, you can fall, not you will fall, you can fall. What if you get hurt? It will make everybody sad. I love you. I don't blame her for breaking something or spilling something, especially if it was unintentional. And I never shame her, and I never use the word bad. I never say, Michaela is bad, you did bad girl. Never. Instead, when she did something that upsets me, when she did something bad, I explain her things from my own perspective, from how I feel about it. So, for example, when she used to toss her plate on the floor, and that used to happen a lot, and it was very irritating. Instead of blaming her for this and saying how bad she did, I used to say, for example, why did you do this? This makes me upset and disappointed. I now have to do all this extra work that I don't enjoy. I have to pick up food after you, have to clean this floor. Please don't do this anymore. And definitely this does not help from one time, and I'm sure that blaming her and shaming her wouldn't help right away either. But like I said, it might sound silly, some of those things that I say, but it's so much better for them to process it in this way, and it's also better for their mental health in the long run. Which parenting rules you don't follow? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, if you got any value out of it, if you learned something new today, make sure to give this video a like for the YouTube algorithm and for me, so that I know if you guys would like to see part 2 of this video one day. And make sure to subscribe to my channel for a fresh video every single Thursday. And today I want to wish you to have a joyful and peaceful parenthood journey, and I'll see you next week. Bye.